welcome to the Air It Out Show.
Chino
With them Air It Out girls. Hey, listen up.
What's going on, y'all? Y'all networking, we like that. But welcome to the show, Sean.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I'm an author. I published a book called the E.O.N, The Evolution of a Nigga. And I titled it by some white guy because we did not create the word. The word was given to us just as the slops were given to us for food. We turned it into cuisine. We've done the same thing with the word. So I'm having my first book signing on Sunday, July 17th at E.O.N bookstore. So
the good thing about this book is that we've both had the pleasure of reading it in entirety. I was finished weeks ago.
Well, she was done.
Yeah, she was done first. She had it first.
So,
I had it after. Sloppy seconds. But definitely I had it after her, and so, you know, it was a great book. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
They have this new thing out that we would like you to get some talk to us about how you feel about it. Because you've taken the word nigger,
yes.
nigga, and I just changed it to something for your book so that people can read it and get inspired and things like that.
Right.
But they have this new thing going on, planking, which is on Twitter, Facebook, things like that. And we know it's derived from a slave term when you have all the bodies in the bottom of the ship.
Right.
The bodies facing different ways and you're all together.
Head to foot.
Exactly.
To foot. This is a dance?
No. They're lying flat. Hands, you know, it's kind of like if you were standing up with your hands to your side and just facing forward, but they're lying this way.
And
so
so
like let's say if I laid flat across the table with my my feet hanging off and my head hanging that way, or if I'm on top of this and I'm planking on top of here, if I planked on top of the staircase sideways. These are how they're taking these weird pictures. And they're I don't know what it's like, the latest craze.
And a lot of like people think this is something cool. And because we know that the book that, you know, Evolution of a Nigga has some different things in there, we was just curious, like, how do you, like, we know we taking the word nigger and made it something that's like my homie, my friend, blah, blah, blah. But taking this thing, planking, and trying to make that cool, I'm you know, that's a little bit to the left.
If you're going to do that, then show some respect. You know what I mean? If you're gonna have those pictures, wear some slave, you know, attire. You know, rip your shirt up. You know, rip your jeans up. If you're gonna go that far, because you're giving it the word that that's the actual. You know what I mean? You're keeping the title, so then follow suit. Make sure that you give respect where it's due.
How
it's
would
like
E.O.N, your character E.O.N, a serious intellectual brother, how would E.O.N have taken planking?
Well, where he was at when we met him, you know, when we met him, he had already dropped his single. He had already made the money that he was gonna make from nigga, please. He made that paper. So for him,
and this is a character in his book, Evolution of a Nigga.
Right, he's the main character.
E.O.N.
E.O.N Montgomery is the main character, and he's a rapper who's made a substantial amount of money, which Cassie. Anyway, he makes a substantial amount of money, and from the word nigga. His first album is My Niggas and Me and My Niggas. You know, his first single is what I said. You know, nigga, please.
Did you bring the book with you?
Yes, I do have the book with me. And it's just I think that he would probably play it for what he could play it for, but he'd also, because you realize when he deals with Will and Justin, he's not that dude. That's not him. He did that to not necessarily get the rep, but he says it in at the end of it. He's like, yo, they like, man, you just did that to get paid. He's like, I can't front. I just tried to get it. I saw a check. I saw a .4 check, and that's what I did. You know, that's what made Mary more disappointed in him. I'm naming crazy people that only the three of us know, but we do know who we're talking about. But that's what disappointed him about himself. You know, was that he knew better. He knew better than that. So planking, I think he would. I don't think he'd confront it. I think he'd confront it, but he wouldn't deal with it.
Right.
That's just a different. His thing was the music. So if planking was part of the dance groove, then if they were off planking, then that's what they're doing. Just pay for that ticket to get either on the boat or at the show or whatever it is that you was coming to for him, come to that.
Now it's the evolution of Sean Avery.
Yes, it is.
And we at the Air It Out Show are very proud of you for taking that step and saying, you know what,
welcome back.
I'm going to do me. This is what's on my mind. I'm going to write this book, and I'm going to see how it works for me.
Again,
you're an author. You're a writer. God bless you. We are very proud of you.
I really appreciate that.
Because you're inspiring me right now.
Exactly. Because you right. You gotta jump on it.
Always looking for ways like, okay, how we gonna jump out of?
Right.
How we gonna get out of this 9 to 5?
Right.
And you have to jump out of the frying pan.
You can't be afraid
into
can't be afraid
of fire. In writing this book, how long did it take you to write this book? And I believe I asked you that before, but for our new listeners that are listening in and to inspire me, I want to know what was the process of writing the book. What was the length of time?
It was about a solid year of writing and 2 years to get this, get the actual hard copy of the actual book. It's a lot of editing. What I would say to anyone that is even considering writing, get yourself a journal, or this is what I carry: a journal, and I carry a black and white composition book.
I have one with me.
Right, you can have that. You're a rapper. You're an MC, so you definitely top of a hat. You like, yo, that sound like that's 8 bars right there. You know what I mean? So write that. Write whatever it is that's in your heart. Put it on that paper, and it may. may go to B and then B to C. It may when you read back, but there's sometimes where you read back and you be like, what was I thinking about? But you rearrange it. A doesn't have to be at A's point. A can be at S's point.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you make it work. And just continue to pour yourself out. There's moments where we want to say something. You may want to scream, but you can write down, you know, that may be just that moment that you can open. I still have things in here that I could just go to and I remember the moment. You know, these are the circles, you know, wisdom, mom. That makes no sense right now, but I know what it means.
Right now we're going to listen to Blowing the Money, because a lot of times you blow your money on nonsense and things like that. But what we want you to do is take your money, get this Evolution of a Nickel.
Yes.
You're going to come out Sunday. 2 p.m.
July 17th.
Yes.
At the Human Bookstore and all that.
You going to come through.
Know what I'm saying?
No doubt, Shine.
Come on, nigga.
Yes. Come on through. Come on through. Get it poppin'. Spend that money.
Please do.
Come through. Support. Ladies,
look,
you can bring your cameras. Take some pictures.
Yes.
You and Sean together. He's a cutie.
Okay.
Y'all can take some pictures, put it on Facebook, and be like, I was with Sean and I was time. He was with me. I had bought like 10 of his books. I'm gonna give it to people I don't know yet, but I just bought because he was cute. Okay.
I appreciate it.
So definitely come out and support. So with that said, Sean, you have been aired out.
Thank you.
Let's get into that blowing the money.